So today I wanted to show you what was in my survival kit. About 5 years ago, I got stuck on Mount Baldy. I was so ill prepared. So from then on, I always hike with some kind of survival kit. I don't even like the word survival kit. I spent last night trying to think of a better word. I legit wrote these down. A will to live satchel, an endurance pouch, a lifeline baggie, a vitality pouch, a vitality sack. Everything in my survival kit I have used at least once, except one thing I have never used, and it is my goal, it's my dream to use this one thing. We're gonna get to it in a minute. My main mission in this episode is maybe you see something that I put in my survival kit that you would never have thought to put in yours. Everything in this bag is non-medical, so all of my band-aids and rubbing alcohol and Neosporin, that's all in my med kit, and that is a completely separate thing. I don't hike, I don't go anywhere, I don't travel, I don't go on a work assignment without this. Without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. Let's crack this sucker open. Let's dig deep to the bottoms of the water. Let us dissect this pouch of vitality, aka will to live satchel. The will to live satchel, I think that one's actually gonna stick. The pouch is from Low Pro. This is actually from my camera bag, and I just love it because it's super durable. Into the pouch. As you can tell right off the bat, I'm actually fairly organized. I keep everything in these little plastic bags. I find that I'm way more organized when things are in little plastic bags. So let's empty everything out. Here we go. First and foremost, in my last video I covered this. It's my knife. This is a buck knife. This is my new knife. I am always cold. I am freezing most of the time. And so I always keep at least one hand warmer. I only really need one. I like to just put it on my chest and then put both my hands on my chest. Little Dyana fun fact. Next item is my compass, and attached to my compass is my whistle. Dyana, why would you need a whistle? It's funny you should ask. The last time I used this, I was in the Sayin wilderness and I had lost my voice. I got really sick, and I got slightly lost, and I saw a group of people hiking about a quarter mile in front of me, and I couldn't yell because I got sick, and so I took my whistle out and I was just like, I was blowing my whistle so loud. We're talking like Kate Winslet in the Titanic, like super loud. And they all turned around and they were able to hear me, and I asked for directions. So this is courtesy of my mother, so thanks, Mom. My compass, everybody who backpacks or travels should know how to navigate without an iPhone. Let's go into baggie number 1. So this is all my fire stuff. I usually have something to start a fire. In this case, I have some matches. These are waterproof matches. When I was backpacking in Montana, everything was really wet and it was really hard to start a fire, and so these hunters gave us these, what is this brand? Duraflame Fire Start Cubes. They make it easier to start a fire when everything is wet around you. So I always keep one in there. This next item is probably one of my most favorite treasured possessions in my vitality pouch. It's my little fishing baggie. So in here I have some fishing wire and a couple hooks. You can see right there. That monster hook right there, man. I'm gonna catch a beast later with this. And I know what you wanna ask me. Dyana, how many fish you catch with that? And the answer, my friends, is none. None. I haven't used this. I've had this in my pack forever and I've never used it. It's my dream to catch a fish with what is solely in this pouch. All right, my last pack right here. Here we go. This one's pretty good. This one's got a lot of goods in it. Look at that. Dude, so organized. First thing is money. I always carry at least 40 to 60 bucks on me because you never really know when you're gonna need cash. Carmex. I always carry 2 of these because I always lose them. So I have one in my toiletry bag, and then I always have one in my vitality sack. Nothing is worse than when you're hiking and your lips are so chapped and you have absolutely nothing. I like carrying a permanent marker, so if I have to write down somebody's phone number or an address, I literally will just write it on my arm. Next item, mace. Whenever I hike, sometimes I'll attach it to the outside of my pack. I know what you're gonna ask. Dyana, have you ever sprayed that before? And the answer is yes. Yes, I have. You know whose face it was? It was my face. I accidentally sprayed myself in the face. That is a true story. The first time I ever got this, I didn't know how it worked, and I popped it open. I pushed it thinking it was gonna come out the other end or something. Bam, right in my face. This shit stings, and it works. So I'm kind of glad I did that, because now I know what my predator will feel. Next thing is a tampon. For the first reason, obviously, the reason for why they're made, but also these are really good for like bloody noses, which I have actually had. I think you can actually unwind them, but these are good for like wounds or fire starters. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never actually lit one of these on fire until today. It looks like it's lighting. We kind of got it. This technically could be like a fire starter. I always carry a needle and thread. You never know when you're gonna have to like stitch something up. I'm fully prepared for my next product to get a lot of crap. Diana, why would you bring that? That is so not practical. You know what? I will always carry it. I ain't gonna listen to the haters. And that is a small vial of perfume. This is just one of those sample little containers from Sephora. Backpacking, hiking, you're gonna smell really, really bad. And when I go into towns or when I'm around people, I don't know, I kind of like smelling good. Next product is a poncho. Always carry a poncho, but for reasons other than you think. I've actually never worn this poncho, but these little cheap plastic ponchos, these are really good for just keeping anything dry. The main thing I use this for, when I had to hoist my bear bag over a tree and it had to sit overnight in rain, I would just wrap it in my poncho so my food and the bag didn't actually get wet. So it keeps a lot of my gear dry. I wrapped my tent in it one time to keep my tent dry when it was raining. That's it, that's what's in my survival baggie. So anything else you think I should add to my survival satchel? Is it satchel? Satchel. My survival satchel. Please direct message me on Instagram. These are just a few extra supplies that I just like to have on hand just to make my experience on the trail or traveling way more comfortable. All right, that's all I got. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys later. Bye! I can't even read my writing. I write these scripts and I can't even read the writing, so then I'm just going off the cuff, and then we know how that goes. Everything I'm showing to you, I just want to look at my script. You can't even see it because it's all whited out, but you can't read shit on here. Okay, I don't know what this says. This is very important though. I don't even know what that says right now. But it looked important, like I was supposed to say something. You're gonna be like, this girl needs to get a life.